All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update and a couple of housekeeping issues I wanted to take care of before I get into what I'm going to talk about today. Is first, I have to thank all of my viewers over the last 4 days. My videos had a way more views than I normally receive, and that wouldn't be happening without your guys' support. And I am grateful for those who have been watching my video, liking it, and sharing it. These videos, I do them for a reason, and I hope I'm able to reach an audience and actually help make change, because I still am disgusted by the costumes that James Gunn is using for his Superman film. I also have to talk about something that I misspoke on in my last video. I knew what I meant, but said the wrong thing. I had said that it was Ted Kord Industries. The suits were from Ted Kord. It's not Ted Kord has nothing to do with this. It was Maxwell Lord. And that's what I meant. And so there were a couple of people who were nice to point that out, but then there were a couple of very rude people saying, you don't know anything about DC. Oh, trust me, I know a lot about DC. And I did not mean to say Ted Kord. I don't know why I said Ted Kord, but what I meant was Maxwell Lord, which it is. So it is important to note that those costumes that everybody from Mr. Terrific to Green Lantern, not the Green Lantern, it's Guy Gardner, and also to Hawk Girl are suits worn by Maxwell Lord's company. It's like they're under his employ, and it's like got a Justice League International symbol on it. And so they exist. Now, people are saying that excuses the quality of the suits, and I would totally disagree with that. Well, they're supposed to look cheap. By what standard? Just because it's Maxwell Lord? No, when you've got this guy who's a billionaire, he's going to be able to create something amazing for these individuals. It wouldn't look cheap like it does. It just wouldn't. And we're also going to look at, a lot of people came in and said, you see this with every release. And I'm going to show you the Black Adam costumes prior to there being any type of post work done on it. And you can go look at the Batman. You can also go look at Man of Steel, and they were all high quality costumes before they even did anything in post. So to sit there and say that this is unfinished because it hasn't been done in post is ridiculous. We also have another big cancellation by James Gunn today on something that was eagerly anticipated by people. And it just goes to show you that this guy, I'm telling you, he's dismantling everything from the inside out. In the end, only his stuff is going to be left standing, and I'm just disgusted by it at this stage. This is getting worse and worse as the days go by, but let's take a look at what I have grabbed. First off, I wanted to point out this little chart that someone sent me, and it's very true. So Snyder had this Green Lantern costume that he was going to use for Wayne T. Carr. It's pretty cool. Then there's this fan film that came out, that's probably never going to see the light of day. But this is something that these fans made on their own. That's amazing. And then you look at what Gunn is doing with a whole studio behind him. That has got to be the cheapest freaking costume ever on film. It looks like something out of maybe Star Trek from the 60s. It does not look like something that belongs in today's cinema. We get another look at Superman battle damage. I want to know why he looks so pale there. He just looks very pale. I thought that this was Bizarro, and some people pointed out that it's not Bizarro, that if you've seen the films, which I have not seen the actual video from this, that it is actually Superman and he is battle damaged. And I want you to notice that they're going to CGI in his cape. So just be aware of that. And it does look like his, I don't know, with it looks like that belt sitting up kind of freaking high, if you ask me. It just looks not proportioned very well. But his suit is heavily battle damaged, and this probably goes back to that, when we saw the promo shot that was released. That was ridiculous. All right, so I wanted to point out that here is a behind-the-scenes photo of the costumes that they used in Black Adam. Look at the Atom. Look at Black Adam. Look at Hawkman, and look at, I forget her name, Cyclone or something. I don't remember what her name was. And then Dr. Fate over here, obviously he had CGI, so he had some stuff on him. But look at their costumes. I mean, especially look at Hawkman. You look at that versus The hot girl from the photos I showed 2 days ago? Guys, there is no contest. They took this seriously. James Gunn is not taking this seriously. All of these costumes look way better than anything Gunn has produced. Now, I thought this was kind of funny. Somebody said, first exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the Justice League and James Gunn's Superman via James Gunn. I thought this was freaking hilarious. This is about what this looks like. In fact, some of these costumes look better because this looks like this could be straight out of something animated. The Superman suit looks better than the Superman suit they're using in the movie. Batman doesn't look too bad. Hot girl looks even better. She looks like she's straight from the cartoon. Yeah, what James Gunn is doing is ridiculous, and at least Green Lantern looks like Green Lantern. It's just funny. People are making fun of this everywhere. And yeah, this Hawkman costume, way better than Hot Girl's costume from the back, behind the scenes photo from the other day. I just don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. Now, this is also being reported. I think everybody saw this coming. This is from Daniel RPK. It says, Jason Momoa is reportedly being eyed for a role in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow that's sounding like Lobo. And I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. I'm betting they're going to introduce him in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. That's going to be the next major film that's going to be released. And so they're going to start production on this very, very soon. And we already know that that's Jason Momoa's favorite character, and he was really excited about getting cast for something. We've already seen that video, and so I think it's pretty much a done deal that we can expect that he is going to be Lobo. All right, so the last thing we're going to look at here is this here. It says the Arkham Asylum series is no longer moving forward at Max. It's possible a new series set in the asylum may develop in the future. This is coming from Variety. It's canceled. Why in the world is this canceled? First of all, this was meant to be a Batman-verse show. It was first going to be a Gotham Police Department show, and then they morphed it into an Arkham Asylum show. And that was going to be part of Matt Reeves' universe. And then as soon as James Gunn took over, all of a sudden it was announced that it is now going to be a DCU series. And now they're saying it's been canceled entirely. I don't know what I have to say at this point to convince people, all of the people who do not understand what's going on here. Gunn, I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if we hear the Batman 2 gets canceled. I would not be surprised. Because there's actually a clip out there, a thing from James Gunn where he said that this was moving forward, and now it's not. You cannot believe what James Gunn tells you. You just cannot believe it, guys. He is very self-centered. He is very all about his universe, his stuff. Anything that's off to the side, he wants to squash it. The proof is out there. It's happening with everything. And for all those people who say he's in charge, okay, let him be in charge. Then he's in charge. These are all his decisions. So I find this to be disgusting at this stage. There was a lot to look forward to, and everything that we were looking forward to, the good stuff, has now been completely ripped away, and the whole entire focus is on what James Gunn wants to do. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, pretty disappointed, guys. I'm not going to lie. It goes beyond that, though. I mean, I'm even upset with Zack Snyder at this stage because we do find out now, Zack Snyder did confirm on social media that when he said if you wanted a chance to see it in theaters, stay tuned for a date, that he did mean the one date that's coming up there in California in August, which I'm sorry, but the following that you have, when you did this. I mean, there were respectable like Fandango and ComingSoon.net picked up on this, and they all did stories, and everybody thought this was going to get a release in theaters. And to find out it's only for the one date, it's pretty messed up. Not going to lie. As a DC fan, it is very disappointing to see the stuff that is going on right now. Anybody who says what James Gunn is doing is just wait to see, and it's supposed to look that way, and look at other behind-the-scenes photos. You guys you have no idea what you're talking about. You need to go back and do your research and look at these other films. I should have grabbed the other photos from the Batman and also from when they were doing Man of Steel to show you that, damn, those costumes all looked great before they did anything post. Whereas the stuff we're seeing now is absolutely ridiculous. You cannot deny that there is a cheap factor to it to the nth degree. So James Gunn's canceling more stuff. We got crappy costumes. What do you guys think about all of this that is going on? Like, really seriously, what is there to look forward to as a DC fan? Like, seriously, I'm really left scratching my head at this stage. I cannot believe how bad things have gotten. I never thought we'd get to this stage. It just looks like a mockery of the DC brand. That's what it looks like. All right, guys, we will see you on the next video.